heard Turkey Ali Sheik say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offers. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then
It's finally real. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is set to explode. After years of rumors, trash talk, and intense exchanges, the wait is over. These two pound-for-pound giants are stepping into the ring for an all-out war. No exhibitions, no staged drama, just a raw, high-stakes clash that boxing fans have been craving.
Rapping, man. Everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy. Y'all must have forgot. Yeah. Nah, I can't rap though, y'all. I always been the fighter. I play sports though. I play any sport. I play any sports. Yeah. We in the rapping session.
You don't like this one, bro.
I can't rap, man.
And then when I'm dressed like this, cause I get off work, nigga. We got jobs too, man.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh God.
I beat people up. You know what I mean? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. At 12, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Canelo. Man, yeah, we still are.
There we go.
We got.
You've got Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight king with a February 2nd, 62 record, facing off against Terence Crawford, the undefeated WBA 154-pound champ sitting at 41-0. This is as real as it gets. No holding back, no shortcuts, just two elite fighters with everything on the line. After years of circling one another, it's finally time to settle the score. The gloves are on, the contracts are sealed, and the world is locked in. Let's break it all down.
Terence Crawford was with Turkey Ali Sheik at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Ali Sheik calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
no comments.
We've been hearing whispers of Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez for years, and fans have been craving it like the fight of the century. And honestly, it just might be. Two of boxing's biggest names, both pound-for-pound elites, are finally stepping into the ring together. This matchup has been building for far too long, and now, the wait is finally over.
Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you'll whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majmon.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about...
Let's be honest, this fight has been a long time in the making. The rumors, the trash talk, the endless debates about who truly sits on the boxing throne, it's all been leading to this. The buzz around Crawford and Canelo finally colliding has been growing for years, but nothing could have prepared us for the electricity of their final face-off. Now, the wait is over. The legacy-defining showdown we've all imagined is finally going down.
From 147 to 168, and the win, become undisputed. Wow.
I want to go up to 68. So,
Yeah.
so who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win, or
Wow.
Charlo, the winner.
Wow.
That
would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
I don't need to take that fight because then everybody's gonna say it's too small, and then, he need to enjoy his fight.
Okay,
He deserve it. He deserve it. I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. 168, but like I say, nobody's gonna give me credit for that.
Alright, before diving into the tension between Crawford and Canelo, let's set the stage. The fight world was already on fire when these two legends stepped into the spotlight on DAZN, and man, things escalated fast. The moment they came face to face, the energy shifted. It wasn't just hype anymore, it was real.
Easy work. I heard him say, I'm easy work. If I was easy work, you would take all that money that he's offering you.
but yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his...
Everyone knows Terence Crawford as Bud, and it's not just because of his elite skills. His calm, composed demeanor is a trademark. But when Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight king, walked into the room, everything changed. The air got heavier, the tension thicker, you could feel the temperature spike instantly.
Just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2, 3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we...
This wasn't just another face-off. It was like witnessing two titans of the ring sizing each other up in a silent war of wills. The tension was thick, the energy electric, and the moment the camera zoomed in, you could feel it. No words needed, just that intense stare-down said it all.
What's up, bud? What's up, man? The undisputed one. What's happening?
Good.
What you think about the fight tonight?
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a great fight.
Looking for the winner?
Def?
I saw you out there playing football, bro. I know you can run and pass like that.
Oh, man. I'm an all-around athlete. There ain't nothing I can't do.
So what you doing to enjoy yourself since winning the belts?
Let's talk about Crawford for a moment. Terence is built different, mentally unshakable and laser-focused. He doesn't flinch, doesn't crack, and never lets his emotions get the better of him. That ice-cold composure is a big reason he's remained undefeated. Just look at his body language, standing tall, face like stone, not a trace of nerves in sight.
I think that's weird, you know, because you'd have to gain like, what, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know what I mean? Catch weight. We can do something at a catch weight.
What weight you think?
Probably like 160 or something.
But you said 154 is the highest you want to go.
Yeah, 158.
Crawford's calmness isn't just a trait, it's a weapon. He thrives in high-pressure moments, delivering performances so precise it makes you wonder if he's even human. And when he's standing across from Canelo, nothing changes. No intimidation, no flinching, just pure, locked-in focus. And trust me, that kind of poise? It makes him downright dangerous. But don't be fooled, his silence says more than words ever could. While Canelo is known for his legendary trash talk, Crawford doesn't play the mind games. He's not about talking, he's about showing up when it counts. Still, his confidence was undeniable, radiating from every glance. It was like he was silently saying, "You might rule at 168, but 147? That's my throne."
That's right, Cam. Run it up, Cam. That's right. On the toes, on the toes, on the toes. There you go, on the toes. On the toes. Yes, sir. I was trying to move right too swiftly.
Then there's Canelo, a fighter who's been through it all. He's no stranger to the spotlight and fully aware that he's the man everyone's chasing. With the look of a champion and the presence to match, Canelo isn't just here to entertain, he's here to dominate every division he sets foot in. But this time, you could sense something different in Canelo. Gone was the usual cocky swagger, replaced by a sharp, focused intensity. He clearly felt Crawford's presence, and he knew this wasn't just another opponent. This was a legend standing in front of him, and Canelo wasn't about to let anyone forget who he is. You could almost read his mind. I've been that guy for years. I've knocked out legends, climbed weight classes, and chased history. But now Crawford's in my path. That was the energy Canelo brought, and it's no wonder fans and analysts alike were counting down the days to this face-off.
Anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he need to enjoy his fight. Okay, he deserves it. He deserves it. I like Spence, but you know, I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. 168, but like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit.
But here's the kicker: while Crawford stood firm in his calm composure, Canelo carried a smoldering intensity, the kind that doesn't need words to make a threat clear. His expression said it all. I'm coming for you, and it's not going to be easy.
We're going to be able to bridge this weight gap.
Yeah, I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from 35. 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius. He's a generational great. So maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outsized against Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. But you have to use your movement if you're Terence Crawford in that fight. The last thing you want to do is stand and trade. He'd be moving a lot in that fight, trust me. I'm not saying he'd be running, but he would be moving a lot. Of course, that's the way to beat him.
So what made this face-off so special? It wasn't just about two legends sharing the same space, it was the atmosphere. Pure electricity. Neither man wanted to be the first to blink. Both carry egos as massive as the stadium they'll be fighting in, but this time, neither was willing to give an inch. No smiles, no games, just two warriors locked in, waiting for the moment to explode.
My brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
We know Crawford's been locked in, outclassing everyone who stepped in front of him. His style is unpredictable, especially with that switch-hitting ability that keeps opponents guessing. Whether he's pressing forward or countering off the back foot, Crawford adapts on the fly. His head movement is slick, his punch placement razor-sharp. But the big question is, can he adjust to a force like Canelo? A fighter who doesn't rush, but breaks opponents down piece by piece with relentless pressure and precision.
Yeah, more.
Canelo, on the other hand, has been a wrecking ball for years. His counterpunching is among the best in the sport, and his power? Enough to end a fight in an instant. But if there's one vulnerability that's surfaced lately, it's his struggle with speed. That quickness can throw him off rhythm. So now the question everyone's asking is, does Crawford have the speed, timing, and ring IQ to exploit that weakness? That's what could tip the scales. This fight isn't just about physical dominance, it's a battle of minds. Both Crawford and Canelo are masters of the mental game, having faced the toughest challenges boxing has to offer. But this face-off felt different. Canelo's usual trash talk was noticeably absent, and for once, Crawford didn't completely brush off the psychological warfare. Instead, it felt like a silent battle was unfolding right before our eyes. No words, just intense stares and unspoken messages.
Stuff about with the whole like Oscar De La Hoya thing.
I'm glad to go away from him.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
We're really good friends with Dana White.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like Oscar De La Hoya too, I said.
Oscar De La Hoya has announced he's coming out of retirement to box again. Cocaine isn't cheap.
I think nobody.
Because he's a vacuum, right?
Every time he's in problems, he don't have any fighters left. Ryan Garcia, because he signed with him. Now Ryan Garcia, I think is in a problem with him. That's why nobody wants to be with him, because he's...
While Canelo usually brings the fire, Crawford's poker face made him unreadable. There was a moment during the stare-down where time seemed to freeze, longer than usual, with neither man blinking. It felt like a high-noon standoff, a symbolic checkmate between two masters. If they couldn't get into each other's heads here, then it's going to come down to gloves, footwork, and strategy. And let's be real, both have some of the sharpest ring IQs in the sport. So what's really at stake? One word: legacy. Crawford and Canelo are already among the most decorated fighters of this era, but this isn't just about belts or paychecks. A win here cements history.
Crawford could beat him, because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good...
If Crawford beats Canelo, it's more than just another victory, it's a statement. It would cement his place among the all-time greats and prove he can conquer any fighter, in any division, at any weight. But if Canelo takes down Crawford, it's a powerful reminder of who truly sits at the top. It would solidify him as the pound-for-pound king, maybe even the greatest of his generation. For both men, this isn't just a blockbuster fight, it's the one that could define the legacy they leave behind.
That's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out.
And trust me, fans are more than ready. The social media buzz, the memes, the debates, it's all proof that the world's been waiting for this clash. Whether you're riding with Team Crawford or backing Team Canelo, this is one fight you won't want to miss. So, after all the stare-down drama and rising tension, what's next? A full-blown showdown is looming. There's no official date just yet, but with DAZN behind it, you can bet the hype train is only going to gain steam. Training camps will be intense, the trash talk will ramp up, and the buzz will keep exploding. Fans are already dissecting every angle: Crawford's speed versus Canelo's power, Crawford's adaptability versus Canelo's iron chin. So what do you think? Who takes the crown, Terence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez? Drop your predictions in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an update on this epic battle. I'll catch you in the next video.